This is Couples Court with the Cutlers.
This is the case of Cleveland versus Cleveland. Ms. Cleveland, you all have been married for 3 years.
Yes, Your Honor.
Can you share with us why you have brought your husband to court?
Yes, Your Honor. I am almost 6 months pregnant. My husband is steadily accusing me of cheating. I know I've done wrong in the past, and I have cheated in the past, but we mended our relationship.
And you're here to save your marriage.
Yes, Your Honor. If I don't have my marriage, I have nothing. My boys will never see their father, and that's not just gonna hurt us, it's gonna hurt my children.
All right, so you're in it to save your family.
Yes, Your Honor.
So, Mr. Cleveland, why are you here today?
I've already got 1 foot out the door, Your Honor. I've been through this before. If she's still currently cheating, I'm done. I can't handle this no more.
When you say you can't handle it anymore, what's it doing to you inside?
It's destroying me. It is literally tearing me apart. I don't know if this child is mine or not, and it is her fault. Yeah, our kids are gonna pay for this. I'm not gonna get to be my kid's life every day, and it's her fault. It's gonna be on her.
So, Ms. Cleveland, with your marriage on the line like this, what's it doing to you inside?
It's killing me inside. I'm tired of being accused of cheating. I know, like I said, I've done wrong in the past. But when you let something go, you let something go. And that's what I'm here to do.
Well, the passion with which you describe this, you are passionate about keeping your family together. Tell me about when the passion was about good things.
One of the first happy times that I remember, our first date. I had already had it planned out. I had a special little dock where you wouldn't even find us. I'd already had a white blanket laid out, rose petals all over it, candles on the edge of the dock, all that good stuff. At one point, we turned to look at each other, and I felt it was right. I moved in for the kiss. And I've never felt a connection like that, anything stronger in my life. It's
Well, and I'm looking at her face, and she's teary-eyed thinking about it. Are these fond, loving memories for you, too?
Yes, Your Honor.
What were some of your favorite first dates, first things that you did together?
Our first family photo.
Oh, baby.
When you see these pictures, what's going through your mind?
I just want things back to the way they were.
This means everything to you.
This is my family. This is all I have.
You're worried that if you're proven to be cheating, that all of this is going away.
Yes, Your Honor, but I'm not really worried about it because I'm not cheating.
I would hope not, but we're gonna see. If you are, this is over with.
We sure will see.
I can't
Mr.
handle
Cleveland, I see the tears in your eyes.
I mean, he's gripping that. Look at.
I have to get to the bottom of this. I just don't know, and I'm tired of hurting. I'm tired of feeling like I'm torn in two. Like I said, I have 1 foot out the door right now, and I have to decide if I have to put that other foot out the door, if I need to step back in.
Do you love this woman?
Yes, I love her with all my heart.
What is it? What has happened to bring you all here today?
I come home one night. She left me clues through the house. I come to the front door, there's a clue. Hey, check the bed. Kind of like a little hide and seek. And I got to the end of it, and I found a sonogram, picture of the baby where she was pregnant. And I instantly, like I am now, I started crying, tears of joy. I just jumping up and down. I was so happy. And I noticed she was teary-eyed. I sat down and I said, "What's wrong, honey? Tell me." She tells me that there is a chance that I'm not the father of the baby.
And this is your first child. Not the child she's pregnant with now, but this is your first child.
Mm-hmm, my first child.
And she tells you it might be your friend's baby.
Tore me apart. It still takes a toll on me to this day.
So, was the child yours?
No.
All right.
I didn't find out till 6 months afterwards. It
That
ate
is
at
a
me
lie.
and ate at me and ate at me, and I paid for the DNA test, and I found out he wasn't mine.
And you have reared that child as your own.
Even though he's not, I still consider him like he's mine. I love that child like no other. I have a very big heart, and I'm not going to let a child go without a father like that.
All right.
Can't do it.
So you end up somehow putting all this behind you, and you stay together.
Yes,
Right?
Your Honor.
Yes.
Yes.
So after this, what was the next thing that made you suspicious that she might be cheating?
Like I said, I have a very big heart. She had a friend of hers that actually became a buddy of mine too. It was an ex-boyfriend of hers. He had nowhere to go. I let him come stay over at the house. He kept having a friend of his come over, and I noticed the bond. I noticed that things that I would say that would make her laugh. It was to the point with me and her, I couldn't make her laugh. This guy could say something corny, and she'd fall on the floor rolling around, and it tore me in half.
I get you having a big heart, and I applaud you for that, but you do not have to set yourself on fire to keep people warm. And if you know your wife has an issue, you don't put it in front of her. When I'm on a diet, doesn't happen much, but when I'm on a diet, Mr. Cutler better not bring chocolate up in my house. He knows that's my weakness.
I went to work one night. Lo and behold, here she comes with the friend's friend and some of his family up to my job. What do I see all night long? Buddy, buddy, them being buddy, buddy. Everywhere she went, he went. Everywhere he went, she went.
Your Honor, this is not true.
I even got to the point where I called my boss and asked my boss, can I kick him out before I do something crazy?
Okay, you're saying this isn't true.
This is not true. The only time we went up to his job was on my birthday party, and he was working. He don't tell me I love you. I don't get a kiss after he gets off work. None of this. But I get all this attention from another man that's in my house all the time.
Okay, I gotta say this to you. You need to grow up.
I know.
All right, so Mr. Cleveland, you see this man hanging around a little too much. You see him at your job, your wife's a little too friendly. What do?
Yeah.
Honestly, I kind of lost it in the head, and I told her, look, y'all got to back up, and he's got to go.
But at some point, you put your foot down and said, look, he's got to go.
3 days after she came to my job with him.
All right, and did he leave?
Yeah, she left with him. Gone for 2 months.
Were you sleeping with him?
Yes, I did. And the condom broke. And
I don't believe that
take
one.
precautions after that.
I don't believe
Was
that.
that the only time that you had sex with this gentleman?
No, Your Honor.
So you were with him 2 months?
Yes.
All right, and then you leave him and come back to your husband?
Kind of. Yes, ma'am. Yes, Your Honor.
Yeah, he pretty much just tossed her to the curb, and she come running back.
This is the second time you've taken her back.
Call me a fool if you want, but yes, ma'am. After she come back, she told me she was pregnant. One day when I went to work, I guess she had went and found out, and she told me she was pregnant. There's a good possibility, once again, the child is not mine.
And what was your reaction to that?
My heart sunk even lower. I didn't think it could get any lower.
And you take her back anyway. And you are here trying to prove to him that you are not cheating currently.
Yes, Your Honor.
Well,
You know, I hope for the best because I love this lady with all my heart.
You actually believe there's more than this.
No, it can't be more.
We come back to a point where we were going to try and work things out. Tells me, my dad's friend offered me to sleep in his bed. Well, we talked on the phone about that for a little bit. We kind of got past that. She comes and picks me up. You know, we're hanging out with each other the whole time. This guy's texting here and there. He even called a few times. She tried to hide it. Her dad calls her, says, let's go have dinner. She drops me off. We part our ways. Me, curiosity killed the cat. I go to the restaurant that they're at. Lo and behold, I don't see her dad's car. I see the dad's friend's car.
Because my dad's truck was broke down and he was borrowing his friend's car.
Your dad has like 4 cars. That's no excuse.
Okay, yeah, okay.
So you believe that your wife was sleeping with her father's friend?
I mean, I was destroyed.
Okay, Miss Cleveland, have you been in a relationship with your father's friend?
No, Your Honor. Like, why would I tell him that I was offered to sleep in somebody's bed if I was sleeping with them? That makes no sense. But he was just being nice. I met my dad later on that evening. He was in his car because his car was in the shop.
I don't know.
I need to know.
Okay. All right. Well, there's another man here who has something to say. Ron, would you please escort the witness in?
Yes, Your Honor. Sir, if you would step right in. Gonna have you go to the right, Stephanie.
Oh, wow. Gets better. Great.
Hello, sir. How are you?
All right, how you doing?
All right. Would you state your name, please, for the court?
Robert Hall.
All right. And Mr. Hull, you are Miss Cleveland's father.
Yes, I am.
All right. Do you believe that your daughter is cheating on Mr. Cleveland?
No, I don't.
Okay.
Now, when it comes to my friend in question, what she's saying is true. If they would quit living their life as a circus, they would have more trust between them. He brings his friends, and they come around showing her attention and shedding money, and next thing you know, she's off with him. I don't believe in that at all. I don't believe my value of marriage is totally not what they got going on. And but they do this back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and it's ridiculous. They need divorced.
Wow. Your daughter is here trying to save this marriage. But what you've observed is nothing to save? Is that what you're saying to this
I'm saying
court?
that neither one have common sense enough to be married with what they're doing in their marriage. It's horrible.
Okay, so what do you need to learn today to save this marriage?
Now, obviously, I got to quit bringing my friends around and give her some more attention. But if she's still cheating, I'm done. I'm not doing it no more.
For this marriage to go forward, you have to find out today that she's not cheating. That's the deal breaker for you. If she's still cheating,
I'm done, and my kids are going to pay because of her.
to get to the bottom of this, the court has ordered a forensic voice analysis of Ms. Cleveland, and we have those results. At this time, the court will call forensic voice analyst Guy Wolf. Ron, please escort Mr. Wolf into the courtroom.
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Wolf, how are you today?
I'm well, Your Honor, thank you.
In this case, you conducted a forensic voice analysis of Ms. Cleveland. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. How does that differ from a lie detector test?
The voice analysis, or forensic voice analysis as we call it, operates by recording the spoken word. And in the spoken word, there are AM and FM frequencies. When you tell a lie, the FM frequency goes away, and that's recorded on a computer.
Okay. And so that's an effective way of determining whether someone is telling the truth or not.
Yes, Your Honor, it is.
All right, let's take a look at the first question you asked.
Have you ever had sexual intercourse with your father's friend?
No.
Right. What did your forensic voice analysis determine?
The forensic voice analysis determined that she was being truthful.
Thank God.
How do you feel, Mr. Cleveland?
Feel a little bit of relief off my shoulders.
I can tell you just broke down when you heard that.
There's still more, though.
All right, we still have one more question. That is the paternity of this baby. We have those results. We'll see you in our chambers. Court is adjourned.
Mr. and Mrs. Cleveland, we just found out some good news. That is that Mrs. Cleveland is not cheating.
Please tell me you got some more good news.
This court has ordered a prenatal paternity test for Ms. Cleveland, and we have those results. It has been determined by DNA diagnostics that Mr. Cleveland, you are not the father.
It's okay, sweetheart.
Sorry.
It's okay.
I still love him like he was mine no matter what. We'll get through this.
You all have been married almost 38 years. You have a family together, and your relationship is in turmoil. Divorce attorneys have actually been contacted because of allegations of cheating. Ms. Daskoski, this is a lot. 38 years of marriage on the line. Tell me how you two met.
I met him when I was 12 years old.
Oh, my.
Puppy love. First love of my life. He was gorgeous. Everything about him. He was just everything I wanted. And we dated throughout junior high and high school. And then one day he happened to want a little more than I was willing to give up. And my girlfriend was. So he ended up with her.
Oh, no.
We moved on, and I got married.
I was young, dumb, and full of you-know-what.
Oh. All right, Mr. Daskoski, it started out, you see, she had me. She was dragging me in by the hook and then dropped me in the water. What?
I told you I was young, dumb, and full of some.
But you figured it out at some point.
Oh, yes, ma'am. I did. We figured it out later on.
But essentially, she wouldn't give up the cookie, so you went to another jar.
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
You got it.
That's a very artful way to phrase it.
Thank you, Mr. Cutler. Thank you.
You do good work.
I do good. Thank you.
How's you doing, business?
All right, so tell me about how you all reconnected.
Well, I was in the Navy, came back from a deployment, and was at my mom's house and dating another girl. And she called and said, hey, I heard you're divorced. I said, yeah, I am. She said, you want to come over? I said, sure. So I told the other girl she had to take a hike. and
you are something else, Mr. Daskoski.
Well, I went over with her and stayed, so we've been there for going on almost 38 years. Yeah.
So what was that first night like back together? It was
amazing.
She rocked my world.
All righty then. There you go.
It was a cookie worth waiting for.
Oh, my God. Yeah.
All right.
Well worth.
38 years of marriage. Why have you opened this case today, Mr. Daskoski?
Well, when I was home raising 3 children by myself while he was in the military, I tricked him when he came back home into admitting that he had cheated on me at one point. Oh. It broke my heart, you know, but I loved him enough that I was willing to stick in there.
How did you end up cheating?
I can explain that very easily.
Okay.
I don't know how many people in here ever been to Brazil.
No, but I've seen pictures.
But let me tell you, they got live sex shows. You go into a bar and you sit down and you watch, they pull out a mattress, a bed, lay it right there on the floor.
Hold on a minute.
Stage.
Hold on a moment. You shouldn't have been at no live sex show to begin with. Okay?
You know, you're right. I never should have been there, but I did. I went there. One thing led to another, and like I said, I was young and dumb.
So you weren't proud of it, but you did it. You confessed. You decided to forgive him for that. But then you start to see warning signs. What warning signs have you seen to make you think he's cheating now?
Well, I went on to an app on the computer to do a background check on somebody in the family. And on this app popped up suspected husband of cheating. And I had already paid for it, so I put his name in, and up popped this woman's name, linked right to him.
You've actually submitted that to the court, correct?
Yes.
It says you suspect your mate of cheating, and you put his name in. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
And another woman's name and number comes up.
Yes, Your Honor.
No, not a number, another number. It was linked to a phone number that we used to have.
Okay.
Okay,
right.
an old phone number.
Yep.
Do you know this woman?
No, ma'am, none whatsoever.
But Mr. Daskoski, you believe he has cheated with this woman, and that's why the number came up linked to him.
Yes.
Well, it's interesting because about 2 or 3 months ago, on your Facebook page,
Nope.
this woman
Not me.
came up.
I don't have a Facebook page, never had a Facebook page, never made a Facebook page.
We found this Facebook page with Gary Daskoski.
Nope.
And
Somebody else
a
made
photo
that.
was posted of this woman. She updated her cover photo and she posted this picture, and that photo that she posted was shared by Jerry Daskoski.
Not me. She showed it to me one day, and I'm like, whoa, that's not mine.
What is the likelihood that a woman that has that is linked to you by phone number shares a picture that is shared by Jerry Daskoski and you don't know her?
Can't be, because I don't have a Facebook page. Never had one.
You don't have to. If she has one, you can route to other links.
You can't. No, you can't.
Mr. Daskoski, you don't look like you believe this.
I don't believe a word of it.
You almost look like you have some tears in your eyes.
Yeah. I mean, I don't believe a word of it.
Do you believe that this is further evidence of the connection that they have?
Oh, definitely.
Nope.
Definitely.
No way.
You did not know this woman. That's your testimony you're sticking to?
None whatsoever.
Mr. Daskoski?
Ooh. Oh. You just threw your ring at him.
You bet I did.
You are saying you're done.
Well, Your Honor, other things happened since then. Before, I watch the show every day. And so I said to him, well, why don't you put in for the show and then we'll really see. So at that time, I said, you've got the opportunity to tell me anything now. Why break up a 38-year marriage? I cheated when I was at sea with another woman, too. And then I ended up kissing another woman.
So, Mr. Daskoski, after all these years, you've been questioning his behavior.
No.
And after all these years of denying it, right before you come to this courtroom, he admits these things to you.
Yes, sir.
I was getting all the skeletons out of my closet. I wasn't coming on here like a dummy and lying. My face turned beet red.
But why did you lie all these years to her?
Because I didn't want to hurt her any more than I'd seen the first time.
Please.
When the second time happened and I got back to the ship, there was a great big care box there for me she had sent. And it just flattened me. I mean, I broke down and cried. I did not go off the boat again.
No, you went to the next port with the next woman.
No.
Yes, you did.
It was the next port.
Yes.
And I didn't get off the boat anymore.
Over the first time, but you went to the next one.
Okay, tell me what happened.
No, I wasn't tore up over the
Daskoski.
first time as much as the second time.
What happened the second time, Mr. Daskoski? How did you get caught up with another woman?
It's the same way. I was a bad young boy.
And it's your testimony that those 2 times are the only 2 times that you have been unfaithful to your wife.
Absolutely, in 37, almost 38 years.
But, Your Honor, I got started getting emails from this person that he was connected to with saying, thank you for the fruit arrangement purchase you just bought. Or thank you for the flower arrangements I just got.
So what did you, tell me what you got?
I'm confronting him and he's saying, oh, you're just electronically challenged. Well, if I was so electronically challenged.
So, Mr. Daskoski, okay, what purchase?
From a fruit arrangement company.
So you got a receipt.
Right.
And it said, thank you for your purchase for a fruit arrangement that you never got.
That I never got.
He didn't send one to you.
No.
So when you got these receipts, what did you confront him about it?
I sure did.
All right, Mr. Daskoski, how did you explain the fruit arrangement and the flower arrangement?
This one's easy. Like she said, electronically challenged.
Yeah.
Okay, but nobody gets a receipt from those companies.
She got an email, a typical advertisement email.
Company doesn't say thank you for your purchase.
She clicked on the link. When she gets to the website, she clicks on the different arrangements and stuff up there. Once you click on one of those, it puts it in your cart. When you get it in your cart, what's it do? Check out now. And she thinks that's a receipt.
Oh, my God.
And Mr. Daskoski, you're saying you know a receipt when you see one.
I know a receipt when I see one, and I know the money when I know it. And I know I'm not one of these women that goes searching through their husband's phone or checking accounts. But when you get something,
all the money went in the car.
You know what,
You're
Mr.
a liar.
Daskoski, when I saw you throw your wedding band, it broke my heart.
Because I
see a
believe
38-year marriage crumbling literally before our very eyes.
Over nothing.
Over a 6-month period, not over nothing. You never.
Over nothing.
You never admitted that the car that I put 50 grand in, you let another woman in and do a video so she could post it on a website.
Okay.
Okay, wait a minute. Hold up.
Mr.
Are you going to
Daskoski?
deny that?
Mr. Daskoski, tell us about that.
He bought a race car. He bought a car. So I put $50,000 and made this car.
This is the car he bought?
That's the car
Yes.
you bought him?
4 months ago. 4 months ago.
That's a nice car.
Okay, and you said this is the car that he was giving a woman a ride in?
No, he told me she was a sponsor for a show that he had already told me he wanted to go to. So he says she asked if she could take a video in the car. So she got in the car, revved up the engine, took a video, and told him where she was going to post it. Why are you going to have another woman in that car when you're married to me for my children to see all over social media?
Mr. Daskoski, it sounds like these things just keep popping up.
Right, and then all of a sudden, to admit to it, when you had the opportunity, and I told you, he's always been good to me. So at first I thought, well, maybe somebody was trying to bait him or set him up or something. But then when I started getting the arrangements and my birthday came along and all these big, fantastic birthdays that I always had, didn't happen that year.
What happened with the birthday was we went to a car show and it ended up costing me more money at the car show
It cost you
than
more
I
money?
anticipated. So
Back
I
up,
didn't
Mr.
have enough
Daskoski.
money. No.
You didn't
I didn't
pay
have enough
for it.
money.
I
For that
paid
car
for it.
show, you didn't.
All right, Mr. Cutler, I think we have enough evidence. You say, Ms. Daskoski, that Mr. Daskoski recently admitted to cheating more than 30 years ago, but you've seen additional things. You have found a website, his phone number is linked to this woman.
Right.
And then we later find out that that woman posted a picture that a Jerry Daskoski shared. Then you also have these receipts for purchases that were made for flower arrangements and fruit arrangements that you didn't make.
Right.
And for those reasons, you believe that Mr. Daskoski is in fact cheating.
Yes.
And that
This stuff keeps just coming out.
I love him. I don't want the marriage to
I
end.
didn't want to hurt her again.
But you continued to do it with the car 4 months ago. So if you didn't want to hurt me, why did you keep on hurting me?
That was a chance I thought I'd get
A
where
car
I didn't have
that
to pay
I
for
put
that,
all the money into
for that
you.
event.
Mr. Daskoski, if you find out today that he's cheating, your 38-year marriage is over?
I want to know that I don't have to worry every day that he goes out. Is he with this woman?
Well, to get to the bottom of this, to get to the root and heart of these cheating allegations, this court has done a full and complete investigation. At this time, the court would like to hear from licensed and certified polygraph examiner Kendall Scholl to determine, is he cheating? Bob, please report Mr. Scholl in.
Kendall Scholl.
Good day, Mr. Scholl. How are you?
Your Honor. Fine. How are you?
I'm good. You did a polygraph examination of Mr. Daskoski, is that correct?
I did, Your Honor.
All right. I'm looking at the Daskowskis, and Mr. Daskoski, you look nervous, and you are gripping this thing.
I ain't nervous.
Are you nervous about these results?
Yes.
Why are you nervous, and how are you feeling?
Because if you've done it and kept it from me all this time, and you did it 4 months ago, something to hurt me, why am I to believe that you're not going to continue or you're not still doing it?
Let's go to the results then. Mr. Daskoski was asked, did you have sexual intercourse with the woman your wife found linked to you on the background check website?
Heck no.
What was his response?
His answer was no.
What did the lie detector determine?
The lie detector determined that he was being truthful, Your Honor.
Of course it's going to be truthful. You admitted to it all just before the show.
Not that woman. Don't know her.
All right, we still have another question. Mr. Daskoski was asked, during your marriage, besides the 2 times your wife knows about, have you had sexual intercourse with any other woman? What was his response to that question?
He said no, Your Honor.
What did the lie detector determine?
The lie detector determined that he was being truthful, Your Honor.
Mr. Daskoski, do you want your wedding ring back?
Yes.
All right.
But, Your Honor, I wanted you to know, even though he's passed this lie detector test, at any time I might request another one.
You don't notice, Mr. Daskoski. You clearly love each other. You have this beautiful story of being childhood sweethearts, essentially. And that awesome car. You all need to be in that car, tootling all over America, having a ball at this point.
If there's another woman in that car, he's out the door.
No, it shouldn't be any other women in that car but you.
Treat your wife like the queen she is.
That's it.
And stay out of Brazil. You all have been together for 5 years. You have one child together. And the outcome of today's proceeding will determine whether this relationship goes forward. Is that right, Ms. McCarty?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you've opened this case. Tell us why you're here.
Well, as you just stated, we just had a baby 3 months ago, and we moved back in together once the baby was born. And he's just, ever since I go near his phone, he freaks out. He doesn't come home after work. He stays out late. He'll come home early mornings. The evidence is there.
The evidence of?
The evidence of him cheating. It's just, we used to have a great sex life, and all of a sudden it just stopped. And to me, I'm assuming he's just having too much time with other women and not having time for me.
Well, if he ain't having sex with you, who's he having sex with is the question, right?
Right.
And after a new baby, you all are having this family, you're building your home together. This is the worst time to feel like someone is stepping out on you, am I right?
I'm right.
Yeah, not that there's ever a good time, but...
No, this is, I see the tears.
Not true.
Are you hurt? Are you angry? What are you feeling?
I'm more angry than hurt.
Okay.
Really, we just had a baby, and it just makes me feel like, how would you do that to your daughter?
Because I love my family very much, right, Your Honor? I work 2 jobs. Night and day, I don't got time to see my friends or do nothing, so the little time I might stay a little late to hang with a friend, it's just because I need to hang out with the guys sometime, because I work Sunday to Sunday, no day off, straight 2 jobs to provide for my family, so I don't really have no time to hang out with the guys.
So the bottom line to this is you deny that you cheated.
I'm not cheating, Your Honor.
No, but...
And this is just all her suspicions.
She's making up things that are mine.
No, because here's one thing. I've been on his social media, and I've scrolled down. I just see this girl comment, like, she put, like, some hearts. And so I'm like, who is this? Like, maybe some people just comment to comment, but I wanted to see maybe she got some on her page. So I go to her page. I scroll down. I keep looking. Well, I see this girl. She's in my room. With some lingerie on.
Nah,
Okay, wait.
not true.
She's in your bedroom?
Yes, she's in our bedroom.
So this is a picture of her in lingerie in your apartment.
Not in your apartment.
That's
in
not
their
true, that's not
bedroom
true.
of their apartment.
Right.
First thing first, there's nobody gonna post a lingerie picture on Instagram for everybody to see in somebody's room.
No, okay.
Okay, wait a minute.
No, because look, there was more
Hold it. Let me help you with that. That is absolutely untrue. Every single day that we sit up here, we get to see posts on social media of people not only in lingerie, but straight nude. So let me just dissuade you of that. That happens.
And that girl who's talking about, that's a girl who I used to talk to before I even met Kayla. So she was a long time girl.
No, because listen, there was another picture, and she was with my dog. She was holding my dog.
Is she holding the dog in your apartment?
Like it's hers. Look, there's the picture right there. That's my dog. Those are the red sheets and everything.
Your Honor.
All right.
She took the picture with the dog, not with me. So I didn't even know she.
But that's your bed.
And
But
as I
that's your
say,
bed.
that's an old girl who I used to talk to. And she know that me and Kayla was in a relationship. So she just trying to cause problem. That's why she posted the picture. I didn't even see the picture.
You know where the problem started? When you brought her to your bedroom. She wouldn't have anything to post if she wasn't in your bedroom.
But get this, 2 weeks later, I walk outside to my car, and I hear someone calling my dog's name.
Okay.
I look up, guess who it is?
Not.
Yeah.
The same
Here
woman.
she comes, walking up with my dog, talking to my dog. I go upstairs, I'm like, you have a visitor.
See,
wait.
So she comes to the place. She's calling your dog. What did you say to her?
Look, I didn't say nothing to her outside. I go inside, I let him know you have a visitor. She's standing at the doorway, she's chatting, saying that's her man, and I'm telling her, look, I'm pregnant. That's my man. We've been together for 5 years, and now I'm having his baby.
She come up unannounced. I didn't even know she was coming. I was in the room with her, and then she left to go outside for a second, and then she come back and tell me, I got a guest, which I never even know I got a guest.
I bet you didn't.
And so this woman, this guest, who's called your dog and now is there to see your boyfriend, tells you what?
That that's her man, and that I am not in the picture. But when I tell her I was pregnant, she don't believe it.
And what are you saying during this exchange?
He don't say nothing.
Man,
He's just standing there.
He just saying like, you need to leave to her. Like, you need to leave, like, because he know he caught.
Yeah,
Because she showed up. Why is she showing up at our house?
She randomly showed up at my house causing problem. She need to leave.
Okay, but you know what? Here's the problem. It's not that doggone random. We got pictures of her in the bedroom. We got pictures of her in the bedroom holding your dog. It's not random to her. It's a thing. It's what she does. Yeah. Now, what she doesn't do is catch you there with your girlfriend. Right. That's the problem.
Ms. McCarty, have you seen anything else that makes you think he's cheating?
Yes. So my friend Chloe here, she actually called me up one night and she told me that, well, she asked me, first of all, what his social media name was.
Okay.
And I told her, I let her know what it was, and she sent me some videos. And I saw the videos, and it was him having sex with other women. I have evidence that I would like to turn in.
Ron, would you please get that item?
Thank you, ma'am.
Oh, boy. Ron, why do I not want to take this from you?
Okay, now these are videos you found that...
Oh. Okay.
So, these are sex videos. I mean,
Yeah.
these are videos of people having sex.
They are clearly having sex. Up close, personal.
Yeah, my friend gave me tell me an opportunity so I could post some videos on some media platform. So I had a lot of videos stored up from a long time before me and Kayla was dating.
No, but those videos are
Hold on,
recent.
Mr. McCarty. So, Mr. Malvo, for the record, you admit that this is you in the videos?
Yes.
And this is you having sex with these women?
How old are these videos?
Like years ago.
Like 5, 6 years ago.
Yeah, long time.
So this is not proof that you are cheating currently.
Sure, I'm not
This
cheating.
is not proof that you are having sex with women
Just old
currently.
videos in my phone that stored up for years. I just used to try and make some extra money.
Ms. McCarty, that sounds reasonable. I mean, they're the old videos before he met you.
I can show you the evidence. You can see the red sheets in one of the videos, and I recently bought him an Apple Watch on December 20th of 2018. You see that watch in the videos.
Yeah, no, it's not the same watch.
And it's the smartwatch you have on right now.
No, there wasn't a watch I had on. It's not the same watch. It's an old watch, Yarna. She don't know what she's talking about.
All right, you have your witness here.
Yes, ma'am.
Could you step to the podium and give us your full name, please?
Chloe Kemp.
Miss Kemp, what is your relationship to the plaintiff?
Kayla is my best friend. We've been friends for 10 years. We met in grade school. I've kind of had a front seat show of what's been going on in this relationship the whole time. I've been her shoulder to cry on and her spy at the same time.
Okay.
And her spy.
Oh, yeah, she will pull up anytime. Look, I need you to go here right now. Make sure he's where he's supposed to be.
So you've been keeping your eyes on Mr. Malvo?
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
Do you think he's cheating on her?
Yes.
Okay. Why do you think that?
That's not true.
Well...
Nothing's true, right? Nothing's true?
That's our best friend. You go always have her back.
Well, why do you think he's cheating on her?
Well, for one, I found the social media profile, so that's the evidence right there. Also...
So, hold on, the videos that were submitted, you found them?
Yes, I found the profile and sent it to her.
Okay.
Also, I work next door to his job, and I've seen him leave with women, get in cars with women, and it's not friendly, it's sexual. They're kissing, they're hugging, they're rubbing each other's backs.
He's lying.
Things like that.
It's not true, yeah.
But it's not true.
All right, thank you, Miss Kemp. You can have a seat. Okay, why would her best friend come up with all this stuff?
Because they're best friend.
That's not what best friends do. I have a best friend. She would never, unless there was a reason, call me and say, your man is doing this. I saw Judge Cutler doing this. She would not do that. She wants the very best for me. She wants me to be happy. That's what best friends do.
Not true, Your Honor. Not true.
You don't agree.
That's not true. She lying.
Mr. Malvo, can you come up with anything other than you can get those sheets anywhere? She's just making all this up. I mean,
basically the nuh-uh response.
Yeah. I mean, can you come up with anything?
That's the truth.
You do understand, even though I was born at night, I wasn't born last night. You understand that, right? That means you can't pull it over me. I've been around this block. The block has actually been around me. It doesn't follow. But I tell you what she's shown me, what her friend has talked about, that makes sense.
See, now you can't say I'm crazy. I'm not the only one who thinks all of this.
No, you're not crazy at all.
You know what? To get to the bottom of this court has done a full and complete investigation. At this time, the court will call forensic cybersecurity expert Gus Dimitrilis to determine, is he cheating? Ron, please report Mr. Dimitrilis.
How are you, sir?
Hello, Your Honors.
Good to see you.
You too, Your Honor.
Would you state your credentials, please, for the court?
Absolutely. I'm a certified cyber expert and retired Secret Service agent, serving under 2 presidential administrations. I'm also a lead instructor and course developer for the State Department Anti-Terrorism Program and have certified and trained hundreds of law enforcement agents around the world.
You look nervous, Mr. Malvo.
I'm not nervous.
All right.
Right.
Tell us what you did to investigate this case.
I conducted a thorough forensic examination of Mr. Malvo's cell phone.
Did you find anything suspicious?
Yes, Your Honor.
What did you find that was interesting?
I found in Mr. Malvo's note application, he created a note, titled it Smash List.
Smash list?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right.
And in this smash list, he defines what smash is. The action of blanking someone good, hitting it, tapping that. That's his definition of a smash list.
So these are the people he's done.
Yeah, and I don't see any name on here that begins with an M in Michaela McCarty. I don't see that.
All right, Mr. Malvo, in your own words, you have put out here, these are the folks I've smashed. Is this not true?
It's true, but it's just an old list. I'm trying to keep up with the videos, because as you say, I got a lot of videos, so I'm trying to break it down.
Everything's old to him.
You know, Miss McCarty, I am a new grandmother, so you just having this baby, I'm feeling all kinds of ways about this. And even though it's my daughter-in-law, if my son was doing this kind of thing to her, it would kill me. And it's taking everything in me to stay on this side of the bench in this robe, because I want to square up. I really do. Well, Mr. D, what did you find regarding the numerous sex videos on Mr. Malvo's social media account?
I uncovered Mr. Malvo's testimony about the videos being old as being inaccurate. One of the videos was created 3 months ago.
3 months ago. How old is your baby?
3 months and 3 weeks.
Did you find any others?
Your Honor, I did. A second video I uncovered was created 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago?
Tell me that's all that you found. Please tell me.
No, Your Honor. The third video was created days ago.
How many days ago?
11.
11 days ago?
Do you have any of these videos?
I do, Your Honor.
And these are the videos that you recovered from his phone?
That's correct, Your Honor.
And there are a lot of videos on here. I mean...
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Those are old videos.
You know what? This really takes me there. She just had your baby, and this is what you're doing. She's trying to raise your baby, and this is what you're doing. And you have stood here over and over again and said, she's lying, it's old, it's made up.
Tell Miss McCarty how many women that you're sleeping with.
Right now, I ain't sleeping with nobody but her now.
Oh, so
What do you
11
call
days
now?
ago?
I mean,
11 days.
What do you call now? I mean, today. I'm not talking about today, right this moment. I asked you, how many women have you been sleeping with? And I'm saying in the last year.
That many, huh?
Well, Your Honor, I really was making those videos for, as I said, my friend put me onto the opportunity. All I was doing just making more content.
Miss McCarty, tell me why you have these tears standing in your eyes.
I really don't have anything to say to him. I'm over it. I'm done.